Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am back with, what day? What day is it? Day number 64, which is newspaper clippings. And while I am digging for the newspaper clippings, we're going to use newspaper clippings, but we're going to use some other things. We're going to integrate newspapers. There's one. Here's more. With some just random scraps, things from here. Now, let me explain what we're going to do on newspaper clipping day, besides get my hands all gluey. And I did think I needed to grab, hang on. I was working on some kits, and so I had the art glitter glue, but just in case we need it. So what are we going to do? Well, this is my take on something that I saw recently in a Somerset Memories magazine. And when I saw it, I thought, this would be great for newspaper clipping day. So this was an article that I pulled from the magazine. I have since put those up on the live sale, the rest of them. I pulled some pages out and just kept a few things and then on to someone else to use in whatever way they wish. But Emma Parker, who wrote this, said that she is training as an art psychotherapist, and she uses art making as a way of exploring personal, especially that which is often hidden. So, long story short, she says that her inspiration stems from her art themes, and they're often around the broken, the abandoned, and the forgotten. Very much like we do in junk journaling, correct? So what her concept is, and I'll put this aside, what her concept is with memory threads, or you could call them message threads, whichever you wish, is that you're picking very specific things, whether it's words from a book or a symbol, something that's symbolic, or a color, or a fabric, or, a piece of clothing of someone that you loved, and those kind of things. Anything, it can be anything. Now, to you, these probably just look like a bunch of clusters, but what I decided was I thought these would be cool in my art journal, which you also know doubles as my mindfulness journal. So what I thought would be cool is to perhaps, on each of these pieces of paper, so this is what I did, this is my thought. These are folded in half or folded up, and this is some German. I went to Germany, and, this is folded, and I'll show you how we're going to do this in a second. I just kind of mimicked the one she did just to try it. And then I thought, wouldn't that be cute to put on a page somewhere within our book? So I'm going to go find a page that I really want it on. And you know what? I kind of like, this is where I need to journal if I were a butterfly. But I kind of like the thought of that being right there. It almost looks like a cluster. Now, what's inside of here, which is different, yes, some of the papers were symbolic. Some, some were hymns, some were feelings, and it's kind of like journaling in an art journal, but keeping those memories and those thoughts or those feelings just between you and the piece of paper and your art journal. And so what I did are there's secret messages written. So you could do this as a message. For example, let's just say you were making a journal as a gift for a loved one. And so you wanted to leave little notes or maybe positive, inspirational quotes, or you just wanted to give something that's no one will ever know, but it makes it extra special. Or if you need, and you're going through something in your life and you need to get some things off your chest, and art is the way that you do that, and writing it down like, I'm really sick and tired of this, or blah, blah, blah. You know what? Let it go. Write it down, and then tear, you can write your venting down, and then tear it up, and then just fold it. And you can glue it. I did glued some. I sewed some. And now you can just create something with it. So this one I did similar to what she did, just this kind of a cluster. Does this make sense? I hope it does. Okay, I'm going to move this aside because we don't need it right now. And I'll show you the one that I did with memories. So what I did is I took my whatever color marker, and you can just write something inside of it. Like, I loved Germany. I mean, you know, write whatever you want. And then it's just going away. Only I know it's there. And now you can staple it. You could glue it. And you could sew it, like I said. Staple that bad boy shut. And maybe you do something like I did. I made these into kind of petal-esque things. And then I had this burlap there, and so I'm like, oh, well, I could make it into like a fake bouquet. So each one of these are messages. And essentially all you're doing is making clusters. And yes, I did use quite a bit of... So for these, I won't. Chunk tuna. Okay, I know. I could do this with chunk tuna. Because I hate tuna. So I could write something negative on here. I hate tuna. Love Angela. Because, you know, we got to go out on a positive note. And now I'm just going to... I want that chunk tuna to show. So I'm going to hide this fact that it says I hate chunk tuna. And then let's just add some more layers to it. Well, we might as well just add that because I didn't write... Or did I write in that? I don't remember. And then we've got some scraps of... What? Scraps of all kinds of stuff. Here's something. This is mostly like ribbon. You could put tickets. You could use tickets like tickets from a concert, tickets from you know, a train ride, a flight, whatever you might want to do. Now, let's just take said chunk tuna and kick it up a notch. Let's put some, or maybe I'm giving this for a gift, and it's one of my cookbook journals, and so I write something silly in there like, don't burn the pot roast. I don't know. I'm just being kind of goofy. But the point really isn't in that we're making something new with these newspapers. It's really that it's a new concept on how you can, you could write secret love notes to your favorite loved one and pop those in there. And you could add all kinds of fun things. So now our nasty old chunk tuna that says, I hate chunk tuna, no one will ever know, but it could go into one of my journals. I know it sounds really silly. I'm still dealing with that nasty glitter glue. But how cathartic is this? Like, I mean, you could just write something. Let's write with a pencil. Creating for others and myself makes my heart. This is horrible handwriting. Sing. Love me. Okay, now I'm simply going to do this. Shoot, it's one-sided. That's okay. We're just going to do it anyway. And I'm just going to roll it, roll it, roll it. I mean, come on. We don't have to be crazy with it. We can just do it like that, okay? Now let's just staple it shut. All right, now we're going to turn this into something fabulous. Inside is it's like message in a bottle, except it's message in a binder, like a binder journal. Message in a journal. And no one is the wiser. But it's a great way. You know, I don't do a lot of written journaling. But sometimes, I mean, there's always a time and a place for it. And it feels good to, you know, kind of get things off your chest. And so writing it down sometimes is a very fantastic way to do that. And if you're a very private person and you don't want things out, but you need to get it out, do this. Or if it's, you know, just something fun. And you know what you could do? You could, by all means, let's just say we could make this into a tuck instead. And while it looks like a cluster, the message is there. And then never really staple it so that they can find it. And you can tell them there's a hidden message inside of your journal. Let's see if you can find it. Kind of a fun way to do it, huh? So there you go. Cluster done. You wouldn't know that that was a message to yourself. I know this is quick. I know it was easy. Here's a couple others. This is some Braille, and I just folded that in half. I folded this one in half. This one. All of these are little notes into one little thing. And maybe, you know, you put a heart on it, and this is an I love you to someone, or you're just having a good time with it. I was going to see, I mean, this isn't a hard thing. It's very easy. Basically, you're making clusters with purpose and more for, you know, because it helps your mental mindset as well. So I hope that was helpful. I was going to look on here. It says one thing she said is the memory threads could be tiny talismans, maybe something to hang up and look at after the happy memories you do not want to lose. Maybe like a dream catcher, but instead for memories. Also, enjoy how fragments of the words and script can be seen in the memory threads. So, you know, you could be, I would say, if you're doing this for yourself and it's a journaling type of process for you, be purposeful. I mean, maybe that is finding, maybe it's something from, you know, a loved one's piece of clothing. Maybe it's a specific verse from the Bible. Maybe it's something that is, yeah, this seems to go, I like this there. Although I don't think I want to glue it in because it's kind of chunky. Maybe it is a fabric that reminds you of a happy memory. That's not going to work, is it? Not really, because then it'll stick out. So anything, there are no, you know, the rules are, if it's in your journal, there are no rules. So we'll save these and use them for our 100-day ATH journal. And I'll keep this one in here because this has all my special notes. But you can see, these are all just folded over in half. I made them look kind of, and this is even a note. This is even a note. Then I added the little ribbon and should I just stick it on? Let's see what happens. What the heck? Why not? I mean, come on. It's my art journal, right? Oh, that's messy. This burlap doesn't always stay real easy. But this could be something you could do just, you know, maybe you're sitting by the beach, or maybe you're sitting in a park and you just feel like writing thoughts down and all you have is a receipt. Maybe it's a receipt from a special event you went to. You could fold that up. The sky is the limit here. And thank you, Emma Parker, whom I do not know, for offering up that idea. I was just going to check if there's anything special. But she says, collect your memories carefully, fold them up, and bind them together with a strong thread, lest we forget the fragile beauty hidden in today's moment. That is a fantastic thing to end today's video on. So with that, as always, remember to take time to just be. And let me see, what is tomorrow? Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, I think it was supposed to be decorative tape or washi tape. That was washi was already on our list. Now I've made washi and all kinds of things out of tape. So we're swapping it up. We're going to use some cupcake liners. So look for that, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.